Hey everyone, it's Ilnur here and we discuss education. And today's topic is teaching styles. And I have someone who will be helping us today. Can you please introduce yourself?
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I'm a respected representative of formal education, and some people call us teacher-directed or even didactic education. Hello, sorry I'm late. We had a meeting with the kids and it was really great. Hey, Chalk and Talk, how is it going? What was the question?
Yes, introduce yourself, please.
Oh yeah, sure. I represent informal education and they also call us child-centered or sometimes new education or sometimes open education. And for the record, I do love education.
All right. Okay, so formal education and progressive education. What is the aim of education and how do you achieve it?
I teach the children the skills and the knowledge necessary for life. What do you mean how I achieve this? I think it's obvious. First and foremost, I assure that by instruction, it is important to learn facts, established ideas and concepts, rules and traditions. Respect for authority is the key. Well, I teach kids to think, to be independent, to be critical, and to achieve that I encourage kids to do problem solving, to be active, to play and to discover. I want to help the kids to acquire, a questioning disposition.
Okay, I got it. So respect for authority and questioning disposition. Okay, my next question is, what do you think is really important for education?
Sometimes it is important to go back to basics. So if you ask me, the essence of education is teaching. I bring the knowledge to the kids and they acquire it. It is important to conform the established principles because children need structure. Well, no offense, but to me, we have to respect the nature of the child. Children need freedom, and I think the individuality of the child is the key. So we have to organize everything very actively because children need to be learning by doing. They have to grow their understanding of things.
Well, that sounds interesting. So you say structure, you say freedom, but how exactly do you do that? What's the curriculum like?
Thank you for asking. My curriculum is rather conventional. It is subject-based. I teach the subjects separately. Well, I do not divide knowledge into subjects. I integrate the subjects in project-based or topic-based educational activities. That's what I do.
Wow, your approaches are so different. Next, I'm gonna ask you about the children's motivation. What do you think about it and where does it come from?
Well, motivation comes mostly from outside. In fact, it's me who forms their motivation. When I'm teaching, the students want to comply with my demands, compete for the best grades. I think you have heard about this rewards and punishment system. Well, I wouldn't agree. I think the motivation to learn comes from inside. So my job is to motivate the students by crafting an engaging task and by facilitating cooperation, right? So the satisfaction from the process itself is the magic key.
Okay, so I'm pretty much sure that my subscribers want to hear something else from you. So what is your role and relationship towards the children? What is your positioning in the classroom?
When I teach, mainly it's the whole class work with me in an instructional position. I'm above these kids obviously because I am more experienced. Well, I prefer either individual or group work and this mentor and apprentice position.
Okay, I see. Okay, my last question is gonna be a little bit tricky. So what do you guys think about each other?
Well, let me be first on this. I think that the colleagues from the formal camp are too strict and boring, and I don't really believe that their approach is effective. I don't believe that they are truly preparing the kids for their real life. Oh, come on, guys. I think you are daydreamers. I think that my colleagues from the progressive camp are too soft. I don't think they can prepare the students for the state exams, though they claim they can. They give too much freedom to the students, and I don't think they will help them to become better.
But we do remember that you can learn from each other lots of things, right? Okay, thank you for coming. It was my pleasure. I believe that you will come here again. And please make sure that you do subscribe to my channel.
Of course I will. There is always something to learn in this world, and your channel is quite a thought-provoking place. Yes, so goodbye everyone. Cheers, goodbye, bye.
Yes, definitely. I'm already subscribed and I will definitely recommend this channel to my friends. And goodbye everyone. Yes, thank you guys for coming. I'll see you later. Hey, this was interesting. I really like this concept of formal and progressive education. It was brought in by Gary Thomas in his brilliant book, Education, A Very Short Introduction. And these concepts really help us to analyze our assumptions, our beliefs as educators. Should I bring you some best educational book reviews? There is a whole bunch of assumptions under each of these positions, and it's really interesting to analyze all these things inside. So when you're choosing your teaching style, you have to be asking yourself about what you believe in terms of the nature of the children, their talents, the nature of motivation and everything. So to be clear about these things, we usually study the learning theories, right? By the way, you might like or dislike one of these camps, but no one knows which one of these two camps is better, because we can see both of the approaches elsewhere and both of them do work. That's really interesting. But as I said, it's a really good concept to analyze your core beliefs about what we are doing as educators. If you're a parent, you can also use this concept to analyze your parenting style. You can also use this concept like this. You can try to identify how many percent are you a formal educator and how much are you a progressive one. For example, you might be 25% progressive educator and 75% formal one. That's not either good or bad, it's just the way we are. So let's try to understand who we have as subscribers here. So try to identify how many percentage of you yourself is formal educator and a progressive educator. Try to analyze yourself and just put your answer in the comment sections down below. For those of you who want even more analysis, you can try to identify the overall style of your school or your university where you are working. For example, you might be more of a formal educator, but your institution might work in a progressive mode, and that might be bringing you to some conflicts, right? So try to identify these things and also put them into the comment section. That's it for today. I really had some fun here with the guests in the studio, and I hope that you also liked this video. So if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe not to miss my next videos. Thank you guys.